shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah.
Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Irwin. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Right there.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
21. 58. Echo. 55.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and now it's third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On 1st down, Wynn. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go. 180. No chance.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've been poorly, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, Allison. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
On 3rd down, Irwin being chased out left. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Coleman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the 27, Garoppolo. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, it's 9-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Got it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down.
Mike 50. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Come on, fellas.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Irwin. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
10 logo. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. 2.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 52.
Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
It's our time. It's our time.
Hey, high 7.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Second down and inches. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's the party now.
From the gun, Irwin. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Irwin, he's going to wind up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had a horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Right there. All day, baby.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 180.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Switch.
11.
Slam.
22 jet bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Come on, boy. You gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
2nd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thornton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on first down. Allison, they get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and score. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. They're able to locate Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Garoppolo now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Here we go. Like 20.
55. Oh, here we go. Oh.
On first down, Wynn. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
You ain't got nothing.
Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On first down, Irwin looking deep for Jennings. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's see what you got.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check, 55, Mike.
Here we go.
Check, cross.
65, 65. 61, matchbox lights.
They'll keep it on the ground. Win. Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the Cowboy first down.
Let's go now. 8-3.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Ford. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Irwin throwing the out route and complete. That's Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll keep it on the ground. Allison, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Irwin, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And 12 at the 44-yard line.
Here we
So
go.
the
Here we
opening
go.
play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come on, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Win. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Garoppolo looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
X3, 218.
Throwing on first down. Irwin. Open man completes it to Butler. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Coleman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Wynn. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. From the gun, Irwin.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go. What do you need? Nice, sweetheart.
On first down, Wynn. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come on.
And they will take a knee here.
Garoppolo on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down. Today's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Niners, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.